Hello everyone, and welcome back to your boy, the SeanDavieWay Show. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in and tap that bell if you would like to be notified of all of our future content. Today, I bring you an update on Diddy's male victims. I do not believe that men get enough attention when these things go down because one, of shame, and two, they just want it over as soon as possible. But I think any victim does when you're in the spotlight, no different than Cassie and more, that don't want this type of attention, but it is necessary because there are a lot of other people out here that things have happened to and still fear coming forward due to scrutiny, isolation, and other things. Today, we will dive into the alleged male victim that the federal agents have surveillance footage of Diddy victimizing and more. Shout out to hotnewhiphop.com. Diddy allegedly victimized male S3X worker. Feds claim to have surveillance footage. Seemingly every few days, there's more disparaging news about Diddy. In the past few weeks, he's dealt with the release of hotel security camera footage that allegedly shows him putting his hands on Cassie. It's something she first accused him of in a lawsuit filed last year. Her lawsuit served as the launching point for months of controversy spawning from even more lawsuits filed against the rap mogul in the following months. The most recent came earlier this month and leveled even more allegations of damning sexual behavior against him. Now, he's yet receiving another piece of bad news. The newest report comes from CNN, who also shared the hotel footage reportedly showing Cassie being harmed. They shared an update on the federal government's investigation into Diddy. The feds first raided 2 of his properties in Miami and LA in March. Back then, they confirmed they were investigating allegations of S3X trafficking. The new CNN report claims that the federal government acquired surveillance footage of a male sex worker inside Diddy's home. They also shared that the man claims he was victimized by the rap mogul and could end up as a witness in any possible indictment against him. It was just earlier this week that a new report in Rolling Stone accused Diddy of putting his hands on his girlfriend while in college at Howard. His team eventually responded to the claims, calling them unreliable. Real legal consequences could be coming soon for the rap mogul as a grand jury formed in New York earlier this week. TMZ claims they may call for testimony from witnesses as they weigh their next move in the federal investigation of the rapper. Side note, with this male victim being on camera in Diddy's homes being victimized and the federal agents wanting to bring him in for questioning and to testify if they need him to, I believe that what's on camera is close to what we saw of Cassie. Diddy feels like he's God. He feels above the law, above consequence. He's a narcissist, so he takes no accountability, even deleting the apology that he put up of Cassie after he lied and told the world that everything she said in her lawsuit was fabricated. I believe that the male S3X worker was being told to do things that he either 1, didn't want to do, 2, didn't feel comfortable doing, or 3, the female involved probably felt one of those 2 ways as well. Either she didn't want to do it or didn't feel comfortable doing it. And Diddy got upset because what he wants, he gets. He doesn't tell someone something as a request. It is a demand. So if you're not up to doing it and he's spending his money and time and effort on you and you're not fulfilling his fantasy, there are consequences and repercussions if you do not do so. I wholeheartedly believe the male, not just because they have him on camera, also because of another male that I think we all overlooked. Jonathan Oddi. Let's get back into him. If you've been under a rock, Jonathan Oddi is allegedly a male S3X worker of Diddy's, and he also participated in acts with Cassie. Jonathan Oddi is under arrest and is still in prison to this day. But years before Cassie ever said anything about what happened between her and Diddy, Jonathan Oddi came forward during a police interview and said that he did things with Diddy and Cassie. Let's get into that. A police interview of a former male escort, Jonathan Oddi, is going viral after the man is seen making some shocking claims about Diddy. In the video, Oddi claims that he had multiple encounters with Diddy and Cassie, even calling himself their S3X slave. According to Oddi, Diddy would tell Oddi what to do to Cassie while he pleasured himself, which readers say is in line with Cassie's claims in her lawsuit. According to Oddi, Diddy would film the sessions, but Oddi says he has one of the tapes. This interrogation allegedly took place sometime between 2014 and 2017, years before Cassie's lawsuit. Oddi alleges Diddy is a part of the Boule, the black part of the Illuminati. He also says that DJ Khaled and Rick Ross are also gay. At the time, Oddi was dismissed as mentally ill and made several other wild allegations, like Jimi Hendrix is alive and living in Cuba. He also says he received a huge payout from Diddy to stay quiet. Jonathan Oddi is in prison because he went into Trump's golf course resort and he had a pow-powing, a shootout basically with the police and was apprehended after. No one was hurt or harmed in the incident. I think Jonathan got hurt a little bit, but other than that, there was no casualties or anything. And he is still facing charges for that as we speak. I do believe that it's possible that all of the DURGSs that Diddy had out, no different than Cassie and Lil Rod, they all said that Diddy has these drugs on display like candy. Who knows what it did to his mind and all of the things that he's seen and went through. He was with Diddy for a very long time. Diddy does not let these male escorts leave. He tries to keep them as long as he can and uses them as long as he can so that they do not speak. Diddy felt comfortable releasing Johnny, is how I feel, aka Jonathan Oddi, releasing Johnny back into the public because he felt he brainwashed him enough so that he wouldn't say anything. And for years, Jonathan didn't say anything. He didn't say a word until he realized that Diddy lied to him about a lot of things and certain protections that he told him that he would have for him and offer to him, he didn't. And I'm placing that because if we look at Diddy's alleged drug mule, he did the same thing with him. When he went to jail, Diddy got him out right away. He's still on Diddy's team till this day. So Diddy could have had different mules throughout the years, but no, he sticks to the same one because he is not just the mule. He does other things for Diddy as well. It was the same thing with Jonathan. Jonathan Oddi was not just an S3X slave. He also helped Diddy get property. He also managed and owned gym establishments, and allegedly Diddy invested in those gym establishments as well. He was in the process of opening a bar while the Trump incident happened at the golf course and whatnot. There was a lot going on with Jonathan Oddi and Diddy. It was just privately. So when Jonathan went to jail, he expected Diddy to get him out, and Diddy did not. That's why I believe he told what happened between Diddy himself and Cassie. Jonathan Oddi also alluded that Diddy and Cassie may have STIs, among other things. I don't know. It's Jonathan's word, okay? We're going to get into a little piece of the video of what Jonathan had to say about Cassie and Diddy again, and I'll be back with my commentary.
Combs.
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. I had sex with Cassie and Sean Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them that's what I was. That's all. All right. I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued them for the herpes and won. But they did. Mark Eros and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible, I threw everything out, it's possible I can produce a copy. Mark Eros used to be Michael Jackson's attorney.
Yeah, out in Los Angeles.
Yeah. He had he drugged Michael and they OD'd him, okay? He didn't overdose. They OD'd him because they keep the royalties of the music. Michael alone made $860 million alone last year. What happened is Diddy and Ross, which they're good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross and Khaled. They're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Hamas. Yeah.
Sorry, I said the wrong.
No worry.
Hamas supporter. Okay. Right. Basically, he's Arab, Palestinian. Okay. The Ciroc agenda. Okay, is basically binge drinking poured out on a yacht. They promote binge drinking and drugs.
Gotcha.
The hip-hop agenda was laid out by Obama during his last presidencies purposely. That's why they had Tupac killed, because when they kill them, you gain fame. When your record sales go up, and then people listen to your lyrics and everything, and then you become famous, okay? That's how they do it, alright? Tupac's still alive.
Yeah.
He's in Cuba. Basically, what happened is the following. The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. You need to involve DEA. They move all the dope on private jets, which don't get screened by
customs,
by DEA, inside the United States. Okay, they move what's called high grade powdered MDMA. They move cocaine and they move liquid cocaine in the bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I've seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time.
I am not a doctor, so I can't say if Jonathan Oddi is suffering from mental illness or anything like that. It does seem that way, but again, I am no doctor. Out of everything Jonathan Oddi has said, I would say out of 100%, I would give him 80% of my belief. 20% of what Jonathan said, I think is more so rumors and speculation that he's heard while he was around Diddy's camp. He's never said anything about having any type of intercourse with DJ Khaled or Rick Ross or seeing them be sexual with one another. He's never said anything like that. I think it's more so a rumor, something that he was told or heard from Diddy or people around Diddy. But the other 80%, not just based off of what Jonathan Oddi is saying, there is a lot of other proof of other things happening with other people and victims. So yeah, I'm going to be inclined to believe Jonathan Oddi and what he's saying about Diddy and Cassie. Another thing, Cassie never acknowledged Jonathan Oddi inside of her lawsuit, but she's never excluded him publicly either. Jonathan's story coming forward, Cassie has never said he's a liar or anything like that. So, and no one else in Diddy's campus came forward and denounced Jonathan as well. So again, there is a high probability that he's telling the truth. Do you think that the anonymous victim that is on the surveillance that the federal agents have will come forward, or do you think he's going to wait and testify during this indictment that's happening in New York against Diddy? I would love to hear your comments below. I will be back with a part 2 and a deep dive into Jonathan Oddi, what to believe and what not to believe. I love you all. Until the next video, bye.